Welcome back to Homestead and in our carnivore journey here. I have a couple of questions for you today, and I'm going to share kind of what we have done, and I would love to hear some ideas about how you handle these things if you are also following a carnivore diet. So recently, Michael and I were out for a day of sourcing, and we left the house kind of in a rush. Didn't really get to do the meal prep or planning ahead that we wanted to. We're really trying to avoid eating out in restaurants just because I don't trust myself, and we're trying to save money. And I know that I'm going to be tempted to eat a hamburger bun or eat fries if we go out and grab some fast food along the way. So here's what I did. I got in the car. Well, we ran out the door, and I didn't even have a cooler available to me. I just had a shoulder bag. So Michael laughed at me, but I grabbed a pack of lunch meat and some string cheese. And these have kind of been go-tos. I know that this is not the cleanest thing to be eating when you're on carnivore, but hey, we're all trying to just do our best. And because we had meat and we had cheese, we did not hit a drive-through. So that was a win for us, but it really was not quite enough food. So in the future, obviously, I will do a better job of making sure I have a cooler out and ready, and for the days that we are out and we're not going to be home for lunch, I know that I need to have something prepared ahead of time. So I'd love to hear your ideas on things that you do to keep yourself out of the drive-through or caving to just cheap treats along the way. And the other question that I have is when you are going to someone else's house for a meal, how do you handle explaining what you're eating and what you're not eating, and being a good guest without being demanding or just difficult or making the situation awkward for your host? So here's a situation that I have coming up. I know that on this weekend I'm going to be with my daughter, and she's trying to plan ahead, and she's trying to be sensitive to what we're doing, and I really appreciate that. So she said, I was planning to do chicken legs for dinner, but what kind of sides can you have? And so I just told her, well, actually, we don't really do sides. Sometimes we just do a couple of different proteins. A couple of chicken legs will probably fill me up for the meal. But sometimes maybe I'll do a fried egg on the side to give myself a little bit of variety. And that was easy for her. She was like, oh, that makes perfect sense. So trying to explain carnivore in a way that does not put a burden on other people. I would just love to have some insight. What have you done? How have you explained what you're doing? Do you explain carnivore as an all meat diet? Do you explain carnivore as just being an elimination diet? Elimination seems to be the most palatable answer for people when they're trying to understand what carnivore is and they're not really interested in going deep. So I think that we have to kind of learn to have sort of a 30-second explanation maybe, and maybe a 3-minute explanation for what it is. And then if someone is really interested, then you have a 30-minute conversation about what carnivore is. So anyway, I'd just be curious to hear what your thoughts are on that. How do you explain what carnivore is in different settings? So that's it for today. We'll catch you on the next one. Have a great day.